In this video, I'll take a look at why luxury car brands have become so unreliable in recent years. And we're starting right now. Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Keystone Financial Academy. My name is Elliot, and here is a curious phenomena that started to emerge in the last decade or so. The super expensive cars out there have dramatically dropped in reliability, while the cheaper ones have remained just as reliable as ever or even improved somewhat. So what gives? Let's take a closer look, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and find it useful, please do consider subscribing to the channel, helps me out a lot, and smash that like button. So on the surface, this car reliability problem doesn't seem to make much sense, and in fact it's somewhat counterintuitive. With just about everything else that you purchase, such as with expensive watches or expensive clothing, spending more money will ensure greater reliability or longevity. Essentially, you expect nice things that cost a lot to last longer than cheap junk. Well, not so much with cars. Take for example one of the least expensive cars sold in the US, the Toyota Corolla. It's an entry-level vehicle in the Toyota lineup with base models starting around $20,000. This car model has scored consistently in the upper end of reliability surveys and is generally considered to be a car that you can drive for several 100,000 miles without any significant problems. This reliability is reflected in the relatively high price of used Corollas. And these cars, like most Toyotas, generally keep their resale value very high. On the other side of the coin, we have the sport and luxury models such as Mercedes S-Class, the BMW 700 series, various Jaguars and Land Rovers, and even Italian exotics such as the Maserati Quattroporte. These cars all sell from anywhere between $80,000 and $120,000 a piece, or for comparison's sake, about 4 to 6 times as much as a Corolla. As such, you would expect their reliability to be in line with their price. But these cars rank near the bottom of the reliability scale, and this is also reflected in their used prices, with massive depreciation the rule, not the exception. So to understand why this is happening, you have to look at who buys these cars, how they acquire them, how long they keep them, and what they expect from them. Here is the basic explanation. Upscale luxury and sports models, when new, are generally acquired by wealthy individuals who wisely do not wish to purchase a depreciating asset. Instead, they lease these vehicles for 3-year stretches and then give them back and move on to their next luxury car. While they have these vehicles, however, they do demand top-of-the-line infotainment systems, comfort, convenience, and performance systems, most of which are on the cutting edge of technology. This technology takes time to mature, and in the fast-paced turnover nature of this luxury car business, the technology is rarely given a chance to actually do so. The customers certainly don't care. Any modern car will be trouble-free for at least a few years, and then the lease is up, and it's someone else's problem. This perfect storm of market variables puts tremendous pressure on marquee automotive manufacturers to keep pushing out the latest and greatest at the cost of reliability. When the car is so packed with technology, such as the BMW 740i, things will break eventually, and then they'll start breaking often. There's simply no financial pressure for designers to engineer in long-term reliability into these models. After all, the paying customer will get rid of the car in 36 months, and who cares what happens to it on the secondary market? Many automotive industry observers believe that this short-sighted approach, one that chases current profits over long-term reputation, will come back and haunt these marquee manufacturers. Already, secondary market customers are learning to stay away from high-end German, British, and Italian models that are just joining the used car market. The dramatic depreciation of some of these models is quite breathtaking and is the direct result of this type of short-sighted thinking. It's not unusual for a car like the Maserati Quattroporte, an Italian luxury sports sedan, retail for $120,000 when brand new, and then drop in the used market down to $30,000 after just about 5 years. That's a 70% drop in value of over $90,000. So if you see a local teenager driving a Quattroporte, he did not hit the lottery, he just waited a while. The same fate awaits BMW few 5, 6, 7 series sedans, quite a few Land Rovers and Jaguars, as well as some electric vehicles. Needless to say, it's advisable to stay away from these cars in the used car market. While their value may have dropped, their cost of upkeep has not. And the bottom line is they are true money pits. Now, is this a problem that affects all high-end luxury and sports car brands? Well, not all, fortunately. And there are a few out there that have managed to remain relatively reliable and trouble-free. Among these brands are Lexus, Acura, and Cadillac, but some would also argue that they're not quite as high-end as some of the other ones I've mentioned. My advice for getting any luxury or sports car when it's in the secondary used market would be to look at the resale value. If it's still relatively high compared to the cost of the new vehicle, the car is valued by the market because it will stay reliable and relatively trouble-free in the coming years. And if the price is rock bottom, well, you've been warned. Alright, that was a quick explanation why some high-end vehicles are so unreliable, and by association why the resale values can be so low. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please do consider subscribing to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon.